going on YouTube? I know I've been off YouTube for about a week. It's because I'm putting things into place. I've got a big announcement coming up. That will be my next video. And as you guys can see, I've hit 10,000 subscribers. Finally hit 10,000 subscribers, and I just wanted to say thank you to all you guys. But as I said before, my next video, I'm going to be giving you guys a big update, so stay tuned for that. So how do you skip like a boxer? The reason why I'm making this video is because I uploaded a short clip of me skipping, and this is the clip right here. As soon as I uploaded it, I got direct messages, I got comments, I've got a few people saying that they would love to learn how to skip like a boxer. So here we go. I'm going to go through the tips. We're going to go step by step. We're going to start from the bottom all the way up to the top. So let's start with number one. Okay, so the first tip I'm going to give you is making sure you are wearing comfortable trainers. They want to be light, and the bottom of the trainers, try and have them as flat as possible. That's the reason why I purchased myself some boxing trainers, because they're completely flat. They're fitted around my feet, and it feels like I'm not wearing anything at all, so I'm light on my feet. So make sure you're wearing trainers that you feel comfortable in. Step 2, while you're doing your skipping, you don't want to be flat-footed. I've seen a lot of people flat-footed, which makes you really hard to react to the time the rope goes around. So you want to make sure you're on the balls of your feet. It's just a small bounce, balls of your feet. Making sure your heels never touch the floor. You never want to touch the floor unless you're doing some sort of trick or I don't know. But make sure you're always on the balls of your feet and you're just finding that rhythm on the balls of, I think I said on the balls of your feet like 4 times. But yeah, you know what I'm saying. Tip number 3. Now we're still focusing on the lower half of our body. So when it comes to our knees, our ankles, we want to make sure we have a slight bend. You don't want to be completely straight up and stiff. You want to relax and have a slight bend in your knees and also in your ankles. Getting that bounce, finding that rhythm, making sure this whole movement just feels comfortable. You don't want to be stiff and you're just trying to get the rope around and you're trying your best to jump over. And make sure your knees are bent, make sure your ankles are bent, and you're just going at a decent rhythm. Tip number 4, we're moving a bit higher now. We're talking about arms. What should you be doing with your arms? A lot of people keep their arms stiff. They keep their arms stiff with their elbows tucked in, and they do all wrist movements. I used to do this at the beginning. When I started skipping, I used to do the same thing. I couldn't skip longer than 10 minutes because my wrist just gave way. I just felt so much tension in my wrist. But what you want to be doing is, yes, you can use your wrist, but making sure you're making small rotations with your elbows. You're bringing in your shoulders a bit more, and you will feel the tension, not just in your wrist, but also in your shoulders. And that's actually a bonus. That's what you want to be doing, people. It's a full body workout. Plus it just helps with the movement of the rope, and you will get that rhythm when you're moving your whole arm. By moving your whole arm, I don't mean fully over exaggerate, doing big circles, but as you get better, the rotation will get a bit smaller and you won't really be able to see the movement of the elbow, but it will help people. So when it comes to breathing, as a boxer, you want to breathe through your nose. You want to keep your mouth closed and breathe through your nose. But if you're a beginner and you're just starting out, you can breathe through your mouth, but slowly but surely try and close your mouth and breathe through your nose. That's something you want to be doing when it comes to boxing. Beginners, take your time with it. It's really taxing on the body. It's really hard to get your breath and to really focus on breathing just through your nose when you just start out. So slowly but surely, you will get there 100%. Now I can go 15 minutes just breathing through my nose. It's hard, but it also helps when it comes to my sparring, when it comes to just boxing in general, people, and it will help. Tip number 6 is going to be finding your rhythm, finding that decent pace to start off with. So I never just jumped into doing crisscross, double unders, and I never used to do that. I used to try and always used to hurt myself. What I started to do at the beginning was doing it controlled and slow, getting used to the skipping rope, getting used to how high I need to jump, what muscles I'm using to get myself up, my breathing. So once you find that decent rhythm and you can go at least 100 jumps without stopping more than 3 times, then you know you can increase the pace, you can get a little bit faster. So really take baby steps, people. Never just jump straight into it, because if you do that, you're going to hurt yourself. You will whip yourself a few times. So find that decent pace and then pick up the pace, and you will get there. Skipping like a boxer takes time. It really does. Finding the right skipping rope. I had a skipping rope that was too short one time, and yes, I was moving it fast, but I had to jump a little bit higher. I'm 6'2", so I had to jump really high to really bring the skipping rope underneath my feet. So to get the perfect skipping rope length, what I normally do is put my foot right in the middle of the skipping rope. I bring the skipping rope all the way up, and if it reaches your armpit, maybe just a little bit higher than your armpit, then you are completely fine. That is the right length for you. And maybe as you get a little bit more advanced, you can shorten the skipping rope, or you can make it a little bit longer. Personal preference, to be honest with you, but I would recommend you start with the skipping rope right up to your armpit. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a thumbs up. Share this with all your friends, because this might help someone want to skip like a boxer and lose some body fat. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe. But yeah, you're going to see me in my next video. Big announcement coming up, man. Thank you for watching. Peace.